who's in the back of the room, and my daughter and my son, they dropped me off downtown next to the airport at 9 o'clock at night. So imagine that. And what I had on me was 2 water bottles, a knife, because you never know, you'd be running through the sports arena. I had a razor on the other side just in case I needed extra protection. I had no idea how to use them, but I thought I should take them just in case. And my running shoes on, and there was something very, very important that I had with me. I had the mind, and I had, what do you think? I had
courage.
Courage! At 9 o'clock at night, I ran on my own 2 feet from downtown San Diego at the airport all the way past into Escondido towards Safari Park, 56 miles. I arrived in the morning at 7:07 a.m. after a night running that whole night.
Oh, yeah.
Now, let me tell you what happened around 42 miles. Around 42 miles, I was right down the street at the AM/PM down at El Camino Real. It's right down the street. It's the middle of the night. It's like 3 a.m. And my body is so tired at this point. My mind, because my body is so tired, is thinking all kinds of things. What do you think I was thinking with my body so tired?
Call my husband, come pick me up.
So how you all just did that, how it sounded like scrambling thoughts of self-doubt, was exactly what was going through my brain. And then my emotions. What do you think my emotions were doing? Fear. Fear. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. It's still that much further to go. I was getting in my head, in my brain. I was getting in my body. I was getting in my emotions. So what I did at that moment, when I laid down in the grass for a moment, because that's what I was really doing, I laid down in the wet grass, and I'm like, oh my God, it feels so good. And then all of a sudden, my mind started talking to me. And I think this is only because I also teach this stuff. I teach people how to really have their highest potential, how to use their brain, their body, and their emotions. And so I knew. My mind knew. My mind started talking to me. And it said 2 things. Get up! I had to get up. And it started going, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. If you don't get up right now, you're not getting up. Get up! How many of you have felt that feeling? Right? You got it. So if you just raise your hand, I want to congratulate you. Because that means you have used your mind and not just your brain. Your brain's smart, but it also turns on. So you've got to be the mind to direct the brain, to direct the body, to direct the emotion of courage. And in that moment, I got up and I ran the rest of the way. My husband did bring me a peanut butter sandwich and chocolate milk in the middle of the night. But here's the thing.
Get up.
Here's the thing. People will say to me, oh my gosh, how do you do that? I don't know how I could never do anything like that. Not true. Not true. I simply put one step after another. I made it a goal. I had a vision of doing this. I was training for a 75-mile race. And so I had to put myself through 56 miles of training before I could go and do the 75. So I needed to emulate what that was going to be. That's what you're doing here in this camp. You are training your body. You are training your brain. You are training your emotions to be